What's up, everybody? My name is Galston Anthony, the best to ever do it, and today I'm with Thor, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier. And don't say I never made you famous, all right? Don't say I never made you famous. And he's crashing the show today. Today I'm doing a review of the Phantom 4 V2 as well as the Mavic 2 Pro. Let's get it started. So I got the two here. I got the Mavic 2 and the Phantom 4 Pro. But I want to see which one I can connect faster with the timer. And with that, I want to introduce to you Edward from Cinetivity, who's a colleague, a mate, a friend of mine, and he will be keeping a timer. What's up? How you doing?
Good, and you, man?
Good, good. You got the timer ready?
All locked and loaded.
So I'm going to start with the Phantom 4, then the Mavic 2, and then we're going to announce the time of the Phantom 4, and you're going to guess what time I'm going to do that versus the... Never mind. I'm just going to start with the Phantom 4. But let's get straight into it. The Phantom 4 is here, and Ed, are you ready? What was my time? 1 minute and 12 seconds. Now let's see how quick I will do with the Mavic 2. Now I got the Mavic 2 ready. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, I'm ready. Count me down.
3, 2, 1, and start.
How long was that?
That was 51 seconds.
51 seconds. What was the previous time?
Previous time was, I think it was a minute and 12 seconds.
Yeah, so easily like 20 seconds difference, right? All right, there you have it, 20-second difference, but obviously on screen we're gonna put the exact time. Well, I'm hoping to do this in peace, but it's so tough because it keeps biting me, but hopefully I'll have more progress having him in these... Hopefully I could do this, him being in my hands, but he's not giving me the light of day. You do know you've got teeth. Stop biting me. That little puppy Thor was just making me go crazy. I could not do this review, so I had to chuck him outside. But anyway, we went further on and shot a test comparison between the two cameras. Again, it was not in depth, but I had to call Edward because obviously I could not fly both of them at the same time. And this is how it went. All right, so he's like completely silhouette at the stage. What's your shutter speed, 2,000?
2,000.
Oh, mine's an 8,000. How did you get there? Is this an auto?
2.8 aperture, ISO 100.
Let the best flyer win.
Take off.
First off the bat, you've got a wider field of view. We're just 4 meters apart. Yeah, that makes a difference, but that looks like it's too much of a difference. So it's possible that these sensors are not the same.
I definitely think that they're not the same, not completely different, but like slightly different, because I'm getting this image from the Phantom 4 Pro a little sharper.
Yeah, a little sharper and more dynamic range as well. Like, I don't know about how many stops, I'm not like an expert at that, but obviously I can see more highlights on your end.
You see a little bit more detail in the shadows right there on the road.
Right, and we on the same settings, 1/1000, f2.8 and 100.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what, before these batteries die,
Let's record.
let's record. So off the bat, what do you like on the Mavic 2 versus the Phantom 4 Pro and vice versa?
I just love the smoothness that I got out of this, but I just felt like this was a little bit more sturdier. And another thing that I love about it is the sharpness of the image.
The sharpness of the image is my favorite thing on the Phantom 4. However, I just don't like the size. It's kind of heavy. It kind of feels like you carrying a mirrorless camera, not a mirrorless, a DSLR.
Right.
Whereas
like
with
a
you,
1DX.
yeah, like a 1DX or something. On your side, you've got, it's very light. It's the controllers are easy to work with. These controllers are real long. The sticks are so long. So I preferred that one as far as operation is concerned.
Yeah.
But as far as picture quality, I liked the Phantom 4.
Well, I think that's a fair point. I mean, if you're stepping up from like your Mavics, your Sparks, your whatever, I mean, you're obviously going to have to adjust yourself to the comfort in your hand with that. You know,
Right,
'cause
right.
Like you said, the joysticks on the controller are slightly longer.
So question, price not involved. Which would you buy, the Mavic 2 or the Phantom 4?
Hands down, Phantom 4 Pro.
Well, there you got it. Well, Edward decided to choose the Phantom 4 as a preference of a drone as opposed to the Mavic 2. Well, we'll have to ask him why did he decide that. So let's connect to him.
Now, in my case, gear choice is all about application. Now, don't get me wrong, I love specs, just like any gear geek out there. But specs need to be considered in relation to what kind of a filmmaker you are. For instance, with the DJI Phantom 4 Pro version 2, I get the option of filming wider and in 60 frames at 4K resolution. Now, to another filmmaker, that might be meaningless. But I get the option of filming quite wide without flying too far, or even capturing that blockbuster slow motion of a high-speed car chase while flying real low with a drone shot. Now that makes a difference in my workflow, and that's why I would go for the DJI Phantom 4 Pro.
My take is a little different. Although Ed chose the Phantom 4 mainly because of its quality, I would choose the Mavic 2 because of its size. I mean, do you know how easy it is to carry this around and travel? I shoot mostly weddings, so it's quite easy for me to put this together. The wings are already attached, and just putting the feet out like that is so much easier, as opposed to getting the Phantom 4 where I have to put the propellers together and have to put the black rings on the black spot, and if I don't, it can compromise my flight, as well as the controller. Let me get that in. As well as the controller can be a little too heavy sometimes. It's so cumbersome and you gotta do so many things to get it ready. Not for me. Now this is only my 2 cents of which drone works for me best. Now obviously this is considering my workflow and what I would use these drones for. You gotta ask yourself, what do you prioritize best? Is it portability, quality, high dynamic range, wider field of view, or whatever it is, you can determine which drone is for you. I'm co-signing Edward, and be sure to check out his channel, check the links down below, as well as his Instagram, so you can follow him and also check out his content. I might just pop up on his channel from time to time. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Please hit that notification button and subscribe. But I gotta run now because I gotta fill in that Thor is busy chewing on my Jordans. Peace out.